Market watchers expect COE premiums to rise in the short to medium term, driven by higher demand for electric vehicles and more models coming into Singapore. That says Chinese EV makers are increasingly focusing on emerging markets in Asia, as the United States and the European Union slap higher tariffs on such imports. Nasyrah, Rohim with more.
Cars sold by Chinese automaker BYD made up more than 40% of newly registered electric vehicles in the first half of this year, and is looking to expand its range of cars further.
For BYD, we are bringing in more vehicles, more arrays of vehicles to meet the different spectrum of the market requirement. We will be bringing in also a new, more luxury brand this year.
More Chinese EV brands like Xiaopeng and Zeekr are set to hit the market this year. Analysts expect this to rev up premiums of Certificates of Entitlement, or COEs.
More and more car companies are establishing a national sales company in Singapore. And when they do that, I think the ability to compete on prices and COEs will rise. And so if you see their presence in the marketplace, it basically drives up competition for COEs, and when they do that, prices tend to creep up.
To capture more of the market, car brands are introducing more smaller models, as these command lesser COE premiums. Incentives also bring down prices by taking up to $15,000 off new EVs. That's led to COE prices in the Category A classification becoming more volatile.
Usually Cat A COE and Cat B COE, there's also a premium gap. Okay, during the high time, the gap can be as far as 30 over 1,000. Okay, but recently it actually dropped down a lot. So there are more people coming to the market preparing to change to an EV vehicle. And with that, because demand has increased, and that's the reason why I think COE is getting closer between Cat A and Cat B.
Still, for some car dealers like Komoko Motors, sales have yet to see a boost. It points to rising inflation and low COE quotas as factors that make the landscape challenging, while noting consumer sentiments drifting towards Chinese-made EVs.
I think with the introduction of EV brands, Chinese EV brands into this segment, there will be, I think, a serious migration from the established players like the Japanese brands over to the Chinese EV brands, because pound for pound, you get a lot more technology, a lot more bang for your buck when you go Chinese EV brands, right? And since COE prices are already so high, consumers are looking for that bang for their buck.
Competition could also heat up, with Europe and US slapping on trade restrictions on Chinese-made EVs. With more EVs in the market, it's hoped that this will improve affordability for consumers.